Yeah, hi there. This is Michael, and these comments are for, I'm just going to use Azhar, which is part of your email. And let's take a look at the email that you sent me. And first of all, thank you for contacting me. I know it takes a lot of courage to send someone an email who you don't know and to tell them your TOEFL problems. And I appreciate you doing that. And this is exactly what I do. I mean, you know how to work the system here. You tell me what your problems are, and I figure out what the solutions might be. So you say, I tried the TOEFL Ibt for a couple of times, but unsuccessful to reach 26 in the speaking and 24 in the writing. So you said, I reached 22 in the writing and 22 in the speaking. So how many minimum hours of study do I need to get these scores in a time frame of 3 months if I use your service? Your valuable suggestions would be appreciated. I don't know exactly the number of hours. Remember that I can give you a situation, though. I had somebody who was in your exact situation, and her name was Sabo, and she was from Puerto Rico, and she had pretty much the same scores as you, around 22 in the writing and 22 in the speaking. She used my service for 3 months, and I imagine she was probably studying, I'm going to say anywhere from 1 to 3 hours a day, during that time, and probably took some breaks during the weekends. And I'm not going to say she studied every day exactly 1 to 3 hours, but for most days she was probably doing that. Now, after 3 months of using my service, her TOEFL score in the writing was 27, and her TOEFL score in the speaking was 26 exactly. It was really, really tough for her to reach that speaking goal. She did it, and you can do it too. So probably 1 to 3 hours a day for the 3 months that you use my service, you should be able to get your goals. Now, I'm telling you, though, you got to be willing to fight, Azhar. 26 in the speaking and 24 in the writing means you need to solve some language problems. You're having some problems with your vocabulary, your grammar. You're also having some problems with your pronunciation, and you will need to solve these problems. So just remember that I can help you solve these problems. Now, you got to promise me, though. Remember, you need to complete the speaking and the writing practice test. Once you become one of my students, some of my speaking and writing practice tests are difficult. In some cases, maybe even more difficult than the TOEFL. But by doing those practice tests, you'll get feedback from me. So here's my advice. So if you're using my service for 3 months, I would do this. For the first month, I would focus primarily in the vocabulary, pronunciation, and the grammar sections primarily. And then in the second month, I'd focus in the reading and the listening areas. And then in the third month, focus in the speaking and the writing areas. But having said that, you should, even though I'm saying focus on the speaking and writing, in the third month, that's your primary focus during that month, I would even this month start posting speaking and writing practice tests for me to either listen to or to read. Because I got to figure out what exactly your problems are. And the more practice tests you take, the more information you give me, and the more I can help you solve what those problems are. So that's kind of how it works. It is a real battle here. Are you ready to fight this war? You got to be ready here. I'm telling you. You're asking me to get involved with you to help you solve these problems, but you have to commit. If you start using my online TOEFL course, you have to commit to study the lessons that are there and to also follow the recommendations I give you as you complete the practice test. Are you ready, Azhar? Because I'm ready, and we can do this. It's just a matter of taking the time and doing the practice and staying motivated to make it happen. All right, anyway, thank you very much for contacting me, for sending me a message. I hope that this video has given you some ideas about what I can do and how I can help you get better. All right, all the best to your high score in TOEFL success.